Well, hello there, Space Monkeys. Welcome to Political Fight Club. I'm Robert Durden, and this episode is me going after Joe Manchin. I'll go after the Republicans a little bit, too. If you guys have been watching this show since its inception, I go after Joe Manchin at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, and there are numerous reasons for that. He is by far the person that is standing in the way of progress in this country more than any other. And today I'm going to be doing it again, and I'm going to be making an argument that may not land for a lot of my viewers because my viewers tend to be objective people that dislike Joe Manchin for reasons like he was one of the people that blocked the $15 minimum wage, he's vehemently anti-union, he takes a ton of money from anti-union firms, which I've covered on this show. He got invited to a secret meeting with the National Restaurant Association to meet all the higher-ups of the, the CEOs that own all of these restaurant chains and, get wink, wink, nod, nod donations from them for his upcoming campaigns. Right after he came out being against the PRO Act, which would strengthen unions in this country. There's numerous other reasons that Joe Manchin is the biggest obstructionist right now. And the reason we can't go around him is because we need 51 votes to do budget reconciliation. If Biden wants to get anything done going around the Republicans, he needs Joe Manchin to be on board, and Joe Manchin has said publicly, I'm not on board unless we get Republicans to get on board, basically forcing them to go through what's called normal order and completely subverting the budget reconciliation process. And then here's what happened, guys. He did something today that I think is going to get everybody to hate him, even the reactionary Bidenites that basically just play partisan politics and say everything Joe Biden does and the Democrats do is sacrosanct, while everything the Republicans do is absolutely evil. And the whataboutism, the people that every time you say Biden sucks this way, they go, well, what about Trump? Or what about the Republicans? Even those people should be convinced by what happened yesterday. So on Fox Business, on Stuart Varney's show, and he's that guy that talks like he's from the UK, and he's an imbecile, capitalist to his core, and one of the worst pundits on mainstream media. He had Donald Trump call in, and he asked Donald Trump about what Manchin was doing blocking the filibuster. And Donald Trump praised Joe Manchin, said he was doing a great job and a great thing at blocking the filibuster because it would keep the radical left from getting their agenda done. And he calls Biden the radical left in this, which is ridiculous. And also, Donald Trump, by the way, I think was for abolishing the filibuster during his term when the Democrats were using it for anything against him. Not that they used it a lot, but he's I think he was for getting rid of the filibuster when he was in office, and now he's against filibuster reformation. But I digress. For all of the people out there that needed another reason, if it wasn't enough that Joe Manchin had killed the $15 minimum wage and is literally the biggest obstruction in Congress right now to Biden's agenda passing, all you reactionaries, this should be the last nail in the coffin for you because Trump agrees with Manchin. Is that enough for you? It should be. And let's be clear, Manchin voted with Trump 50 to 60% of the time when he was in office. So for all intents and purposes, Joe Manchin's not a Democrat. There's no reason, even if you're the staunchest, most neoliberal, centrist Democrat in the world right now, you still should be hating on Joe Manchin and going after him right now. All of us, including the other neoliberal shit zippers who are more or less on the same page as Joe Manchin, should be dude, you're really holding things up and you're actually acting more like a Republican, which he is. He agrees with Republicans more than he does Democrats. The only difference is that he wears a blue tie to work. So, I'm pleading with the people that don't even necessarily agree with me, because I do go after the Democrats so often. Stop seeing Manchin as somebody who needs to be defended simply because he wears a blue tie to work. He's not really a Democrat, and everyone else should see that. Even centrist Democrats should be like, dude, we have to go after Joe Manchin. He's enabling the Republicans to obstruct everything, and it's obvious, and even Trump likes what he's doing. If Trump likes what he's doing, that tells you exactly what you need to know about Joe Manchin. So can we all get on the same page and go get this fucker? I'm sick and tired of us holding back on this dude simply because he has a D next to his name. Everybody should be on the same page. Let's go scorched earth on him. Make him fear for his career. Make him fear for, his home state. you can go in there and tell him, listen, we can either give you something that you want for your home state that will help everybody there, or we can get a piece of legislation that you are really for included in this infrastructure bill. What do you want, Joe? Or I can be your worst enemy and I can come in here and primary you next time you're up for re-election, which would be 2024, and you're going to get smoked. Biden could easily strong-arm him, but Biden's not going to strong-arm him because Biden is also a moderate Republican. So can the rest of us agree that Joe Manchin needs to feel the heat right now? Donald Trump thinks what he's doing is good. It's not the best reason in the world, but it should be the last reason, the last nail in the coffin for some of these people that don't really care about like objective facts or human empathy. If that's not enough to get you on the right side of hating Joe Manchin, then maybe the fact that Donald Trump likes him will help you come to that conclusion. So keep fighting the good fight out there, guys. I'm going to do at least one more, maybe two more episodes today. I'll see ya.